Welcome back to Mindful Stoicism. Imagine this for a moment. You're in the middle of a conversation, and the instant you open your mouth, the dynamic changes. The person across from you leans in, their full attention locked on you. It's as if the noise around them disappears, and all that remains is the connection you've sparked. Their defenses, those invisible walls we all build to protect ourselves, start to crumble. And what replaces them is something extraordinary. Trust, curiosity, and an irresistible pull toward you. Now, imagine having this kind of influence in your everyday interactions. A way to speak so effectively that people naturally feel drawn to you, captivated by your words and the calm, composed energy you exude. Does it sound like a fantasy or even some sort of manipulation? It's not. This power is deeply rooted in Dark Stoic Psychology, a blend of timeless Stoic principles and a profound understanding of human behavior. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a simple yet extraordinarily effective phrase. A phrase so impactful that it can disarm even the most guarded person, make you unforgettable, and create an emotional connection they can't resist. And here's the best part. This isn't just about what to say, but about why it works. You'll gain insight into the psychology behind the words and learn how to deliver them with authenticity and composure. So, whether you want to build deeper relationships, influence others, or simply leave a lasting impression, this video has something for you. If you're ready to transform the way people respond to you and elevate your influence to the next level, stay tuned. Let's dive into the world of Stoic wisdom and unlock a skill that 99.9% of people overlook. 1. The power of words in Stoicism. Words have an immense power, one that often goes unnoticed in our daily interactions. The Stoics understood this deeply and taught that language, when used thoughtfully, could shape not only how others perceive us, but also how we influence the world around us. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." While this wisdom emphasizes inner control, it also reminds us that our words are an extension of our mind, a tool to create harmony or chaos, understanding or conflict. In the context of Stoicism, words are not meant to be flashy or overly persuasive. Instead, they are tools of clarity, reason, and connection. A Stoic knows that the right words, spoken at the right time, can disarm hostility, inspire trust, and foster deeper connections. Words, when spoken with intention, carry the weight of sincerity and purpose. They become far more than mere sounds. They become bridges that connect people on a deeper level. But here's where the real power lies. It's not just what you say, but how you say it. A calm, composed tone combined with deliberate and thoughtful language makes your words resonate more profoundly. This is why Stoicism emphasizes emotional regulation. When you control your emotions, you can communicate with clarity and precision, even in the most intense situations. Think about it. How often do people use words impulsively, letting their emotions dictate the conversation? The result is misunderstandings, conflict, and missed opportunities for connection. A Stoic approach flips the script. By speaking with intentionality, you gain the ability to influence not by force, but by wisdom, drawing people toward you effortlessly. This is the true power of words in Stoicism. They are not just tools of expression, they are instruments of transformation. To the psychology behind irresistibility. Why are some people almost magnetic? Why do their words linger in our minds long after they're gone? The answer lies in the complex psychology of human connection. At its core, irresistibility isn't about charm, good looks, or even charisma. It's about how you make others feel. Humans are hardwired to crave validation, belonging, and emotional safety. These are fundamental needs that stem from our evolutionary past. In a world full of distractions, judgments, and competition, people are constantly seeking connections where they feel seen, heard, and valued. When you tap into these deep-seated needs, you create a bond that feels irresistible. But how do you do that? By mastering the subtle art of making someone feel emotionally understood. This goes beyond surface-level compliments or generic niceties. It's about showing genuine interest in their thoughts, acknowledging their feelings, and offering them the validation they unconsciously crave. When you make someone feel truly understood, it triggers an emotional response that overrides their defenses and logical barriers. Now let's add Stoic psychology to this mix. The Stoics taught that staying calm, composed, and in control of your emotions not only gives you personal power, but also makes you incredibly attractive to others. Why? Because most people operate on autopilot, reacting impulsively to their environment. But when you embody emotional stability, you stand out. You become someone they can lean on, someone they trust. When you combine stoic calmness with an ability to validate someone's feelings, you become a rare individual who offers both stability and emotional resonance. This is the key to irresistibility. It's not about manipulation. It's about creating an authentic connection so powerful that people can't help but gravitate toward you. That's the psychology behind being unforgettable. 3. The magic phrase revealed. Here it is, the phrase that can create instant connection and make you unforgettable. I understand how you feel, and I respect where you're coming from. At first glance, this might seem too simple to be so effective. But don't let its simplicity fool you. This phrase holds immense psychological power because it taps directly into the emotional core of human interaction. Why does it work? Let's break it down. First, when you say, "I understand how you feel," you're doing something rare and precious, validating their emotions. Most people go through life feeling unheard, dismissed, or misunderstood. When someone acknowledges how they feel without judgment, it's like offering water to someone lost in the desert. This instantly creates a sense of comfort and trust because in that moment, they feel seen and valued. Next comes the second part. I respect where you're coming from. Respect is something everyone craves but rarely receives. By saying this, you're doing more than just validating their feelings. You're honoring their perspective, even if it's different from your own. This simple act of respect breaks down walls, lowers defenses, and opens the door to deeper connection. It tells them, I see you, I hear you, and I value you. What makes this phrase even more powerful is its versatility. You can use it in almost any situation, whether you're calming someone during an argument, comforting a loved one, or building rapport with a stranger. Delivered with calmness and authenticity, It transforms the energy in any conversation. This isn't just a phrase. It's a tool for creating meaningful connections, building trust, and standing out in a world where most people are too busy thinking of what to say next. Use it wisely, and you'll see the difference it makes. 4. Why it works like a magnet. Think about this for a moment. In a world where most people are desperately trying to prove their point, win arguments, or outshine others, there's something undeniably magnetic about someone who makes you the focus of the conversation. The magic of the phrase, "I understand how you feel, and I respect where you're coming from," lies in its ability to meet a deep, universal human need, the need to feel understood and valued. At its core, human psychology craves acknowledgement. Most people go through life feeling unheard, unseen, and unappreciated. When someone comes along and genuinely recognizes their emotions and perspectives, it triggers an emotional response that is almost impossible to resist. It's not just about agreeing with them, it's about creating a safe space where they feel free to express themselves without judgment. This level of emotional connection is rare, and that's exactly what makes it so powerful. When you use this phrase, it achieves 3 psychological effects simultaneously. Validation. Saying, "I understand how you feel," reassures them that their emotions are valid. This small act of acknowledgement can lower their defenses and make them more open to you. Respect. Adding, "I respect where you're coming from," signals maturity and emotional intelligence. It shows you value their perspective, even if you don't necessarily agree. Trust. Together, these words create a foundation of trust. People naturally gravitate toward those who make them feel secure, respected, and heard. But there's a key ingredient that makes it work: authenticity. If you use this phrase insincerely, it won't stick. Delivered with genuine intention and stoic composure, it becomes more than just words. It becomes a bridge to deeper connection and influence. That's what makes it a true magnet for human connection. 5. How to use this phrase in relationships. Knowing the power of the phrase. "I understand how you feel, and I respect where you're coming from," is one thing, but applying it in real-life relationships is where the magic happens. This phrase isn't just words, it's a tool that can transform the way people perceive you, especially in the context of personal and romantic relationships. Here's how you can use it effectively. During arguments or conflicts. We've all been in heated arguments where emotions run high and rational thinking takes a back seat. In these moments, most people focus on defending themselves or proving their point. But if you pause, take a breath, and say, "I understand how you feel, and I respect where you're coming from," you'll instantly shift the energy. This phrase disarms the other person, making them feel heard and understood, which often diffuses the tension. It shows emotional maturity and creates space for a constructive conversation instead of a battle of egos. In romantic settings, in romantic relationships, vulnerability is often met with insecurity. When your partner shares their fears, anxieties, or even frustrations, responding with this phrase builds intimacy. It reassures them that their emotions are valid and that you value their perspective. Over time, this kind of empathy strengthens the bond, making them feel safe, appreciated, and deeply connected to you. Everyday conversations. Even in casual interactions, this phrase can make you stand out. Most people listen to respond, not to understand. By using this phrase, you become someone who genuinely listens. Whether it's a co-worker venting about their day or a friend opening up, this phrase makes people feel valued. It builds trust, leaves a lasting impression, and enhances your reputation as someone who truly cares. When used consistently and authentically, this phrase has the potential to elevate every relationship in your life. 6. The Stoic advantage. Here's the undeniable truth. In a world where most people react impulsively, speak without thinking, and let emotions dictate their actions, those who master the art of control stand out. This is where the Stoic advantage becomes your superpower. Stoicism teaches us to be calm, deliberate, and emotionally balanced. These traits aren't just about personal growth. They make you magnetic in any interaction. Imagine walking into a room where everyone is caught up in their own chaos, rushed words, emotional outbursts, and constant interruptions. Now imagine yourself in that same room, but instead of joining the noise, you exude a quiet confidence. You listen attentively, speak only when necessary, and your words carry weight because they're intentional. This is the Stoic advantage in action. The ability to influence others not by being the loudest or the most dominant, but by being the most composed and thoughtful. The key lies in emotional mastery. When you stay calm and unshaken, even in tense situations, it disarms people. They see you as someone who's different, someone they can trust and respect. Combine this with the powerful phrase you've learned, and you're no longer just participating in conversations. You're leading them. Your words aren't just heard, they're felt. But the Stoic advantage doesn't stop there. It also protects you from the emotional traps that others fall into. While they're busy reacting, you're strategizing. While they're struggling to prove themselves, you're earning respect effortlessly. People gravitate toward this kind of energy because it's rare. So remember, the Stoic advantage isn't about controlling others, it's about mastering yourself. And when you do that, the influence you wield becomes natural, authentic, and irresistible. Use this advantage wisely and watch as the world begins to respond to you differently. 7. A warning about power. Before you go out and start using this phrase, let me give you a word of caution, a warning that holds as much importance as the power of the phrase itself. The ability to influence people, disarm their defenses, and create unshakable connections is a tool. And like any tool, it can build or destroy depending on how you use it. You see, the phrase I've shared with you isn't some cheap trick or gimmick to manipulate others. It's not designed to play games or exploit vulnerabilities. Instead, it's a means of fostering trust, respect, and genuine connection. But if you approach it with selfish or deceptive intentions, the outcome can be catastrophic. Misusing this tool to manipulate or control others not only erodes trust but also undermines your integrity, something the Stoics valued above all else. The ancient Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius, believed that true power comes from virtue, wisdom, and self-control. They warned against seeking dominance over others and instead emphasized mastering oneself. The power you now hold is not about making others bend to your will. It's about creating harmony and understanding in your relationships, whether personal or professional. If you misuse this phrase, if you deliver it insincerely or with hidden motives, it will backfire. People can sense dishonesty, and the trust you're trying to build will crumble faster than it was created. On the other hand, when you use this phrase with genuine intent and calm, stoic confidence, it becomes an incredible force for good. So, use this power wisely. Remember that influence is a privilege, not a weapon. Approach every interaction with integrity, empathy, and authenticity. When you do, you won't just connect with others. You'll leave a legacy of respect, trust, and admiration. Now, imagine the impact this can have on your relationships, your career, and your life. The ability to make people feel seen, heard, and valued is a superpower, and you've just unlocked it. If you found this video insightful, hit the like button and subscribe to Mindful Stoicism for more content like this. Share your thoughts in the comments. How will you use this phrase to transform your connections? And remember, the most powerful people aren't the loudest. They're the ones who listen, understand, and speak with intention. Until next time, stay mindful, stay stoic.